Welcome everybody.
And welcome.
My name is Ferret.
I am Ace.
I'm Tourette's.
And I'm the angry Raccoon.
And we're going to be doing a review for Suicide Squad.
The review and discussion, yeah.
Yeah. And basically, me and Ferret have seen the film. Raccoon and Tourette's have not. So we're going to get some interesting discussion opinions coming around here.
Yeah, so...
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I think we all are, actually.
It should be.
You really should. And everyone listening as well, I'm sure they're very intrigued to hear what we're going to say.
Let's start off with the plot then.
Oh,
okay,
God.
this is... Okay.
So...
I'm putting my book down for this. It's going to be long.
Alright, so one of the things that this film starts off with is a very long introductory section showing all of the characters, okay?
First introducing Deadshot.
Yes. So you got Deadshot, I'm badass with a gun.
Oh,
you
yeah.
got Harley Quinn, crazy woman and stuff like that.
For some reason, she's in a high security jail.
Yeah, despite just being a crazy lady.
Yeah, with a hammer.
Yeah, and, I don't know, insanity.
Not even that good at fighting.
No, I think she hits a few things with a baseball bat, but...
She hits a few things, but
Yeah.
let's...
you got introduction of Killer Croc, and it's like, oh, Alligator Man, okay.
Yeah.
You got...
Isn't he a crocodile man?
Killer Croc. It's the same difference, apart from biology, but
And then you get to introduce the rest of the characters who serve no purpose other than to be a little on-screen...
Backdrop, yeah.
Backdrop.
Basically, the character of Amanda Waller, played by Viola Davis, is saying that we need this team of super evil people because if more people like Superman are around, they might be evil themselves.
Which is incredibly stupid because they killed Superman.
Yeah, Superman's
Their
already
actions
dead.
led to Superman's death. And now they relish him as a hero?
Yeah.
What?
And we already know that Batwoman and Wonder Woman exist in this world.
Yeah.
And that they're already good. And we actually learn later on that Amanda Waller knows Batman exists.
Exactly.
Wait, so at this point, we've introduced the characters and we're now speaking with Amanda Waller.
Yeah.
So, how far are we in?
This is about 15 minutes.
And already the film is not making any sense.
But the thing is, this is the funny thing.
Okay.
It then introduces the characters all again.
It's incoherent.
So, hold on. I'm already fucking confused.
It's
Like,
incoherent.
genuinely, Not for the laugh. I don't know what the fuck just happened. So they introduce the characters
Yes.
through, is it just, little shots of them? Is it, Amanda Waller sitting, oh, this is Deadshot?
Well, she talks about them, and then it shows, a few clips of them doing stuff, and then, a mini scene of them doing stuff.
But that's after it's introduced Deadshot, after, Deadshot and Harley Quinn in, this massive...
Yeah, in the prison.
3-minute...
Yeah.
3-minute, entrance, which is really weird. They focus on those two characters mainly.
Well, it's because they're the main two.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Despite being the two of the weakest of the group, I guess.
That's the strange thing.
Well, at least Harley is.
Harley, yeah. She's...
Weakest in terms of, strength. do you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Strength or overall quality or
overall
I think quality, yeah.
Quality, yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
But
let's continue with the plot.
yeah, so after that 15 minutes of intro, there's another 15 minutes of intro showing backstories, actual flashbacks of the characters. And this includes a cameo by The Flash, which is fine. It's got nothing wrong.
That cameo.
It was a good cameo.
That was cool. He's a badass Flash.
Funny enough, that scene was directed by Zack Snyder. That little scene. That's
really?
That one scene is Zack Snyder.
Oh.
And it does nothing for the plot.
Yeah, that's
but
the
it's
weird
fine.
thing.
That's
But
troubling.
I don't really care.
Yeah.
You can tell that's definitely a last minute decision. We need to set this big universe up.
I think we're definitely going to talk about some of the bigger issues outside of the actual content of the film throughout this review and discussion, but
can't wait for
already that is strikingly worrying for me.
Yeah,
I guess
but
I'll
it is.
lean on
that scene
later.
Yeah, it's fine. It's got nothing bad within
No.
it. It's actually got some good humour from Captain Boomerang, and the Flash is fine, and how it's shot is okay.
Yeah.
I think because there's
cool
no
effects.
actual major plot, it's okay.
Yeah.
And Zack Snyder can do visuals.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah.
So, we've got a Batman cameo in Deadshot's other
Which was
backstory.
Cool, but the cameo seemed a bit weird because
Yeah, the gliding looked really bad.
The glider looked like it was you see these for Halloween when people set up these skeleton with a hood on the
come down on
lines.
string.
Yeah. On these zip lines. It looks so weird.
Like it's something out of like a performance from Disneyland or something like that.
Yeah.
It's something so weird.
But Ben Affleck was fine again as Batman.
He was cool.
And you got Harley Quinn's whole backstory thing that has Jared Leto's Joker.
Oh.
Which and who was that rapper I said was in it? Common, who was playing the rapper in Joker's nightclub.
Yeah.
Called a character called Monster T.
Oh yeah.
Who's got tattoos all over him.
Yeah, edgy.
Yeah. And when you told me this, go on.
I was just going to say, they went tattoo heavy on
everyone.
Oh,
they
it's
did.
It's really stupid.
Because I was going to say, when you told me this, I thought the reason why they had him was because his record label was like maybe Warner Bros.
Yeah.
It's Def Jam. But I also think maybe the reason why they have him is because his last album was literally titled Nobody's Smiling. So I'm not sure if that's them going, oh, it's the Joker, or, whatever. Yeah, pretty much.
But Joker here is a lot more like a Spanish cartel lord rather than a psychopath.
I wouldn't even say that. I say he's like a 15-year-old who's inherited
a Spanish cartel.
A Spanish cartel,
yeah.
So, like, is he like Tuco from Breaking Bad?
Tuco is amazing.
A lot more. Imagine if
let's get that correct.
Tuco was like Jesse Pinkman trying to be Tuco. That's who he is more like.
Oh.
Yeah.
But we'll get back to that. Because right now we've only explained like the first 20 minutes.
And we can't spend like an hour.
25-ish.
Yeah.
Then we get to the Enchantress. Being played by...
a model.
Cara Delevingne, a model who's been in one of the film, I think Paper Towns, was it?
I think so.
Which is shit, so I don't care.
Beautiful review. No more than that.
That's basically it.
Don't watch it, it's shit.
It wants to be Catcher in the Rye, but nah. Basically, she's an archaeologist lady. She found witch's thing that gave her super witch spirit into her own body.
She picked up a little totem.
Yeah, an urn.
Totem. It released a demon, a witch, a 6,000-year-old witch. Yeah. She swallowed it.
It literally jumps into her mouth, kind of thing.
Yeah, it does some weird dance. Yeah. And then it goes into her mouth. It's really weird.
Almost like Bill and Ted when they're jumping into the executives' mouths in I think Excellent Adventure.
Most Excellent Adventure. Yeah. You gotta remember that most.
Yeah. It's kind of like that, and it's quite funny. But
so wait, is Amanda Waller explaining this as well?
Yes. Because and
then you get a shocking reveal. The Enchantress's heart is with Amanda Wallace.
Yeah, she's got.
They pulled a dead man's chest.
Yeah. They've got. That's the reason Enchantress won't go against Amanda Waller, because they've got her heart.
Yeah.
And if Enchantress tries to do anything, she'll destroy the heart, killing her.
So when does Johnny Depp come into play?
Yeah, so it's like the Flying Dutchman.
He's probably going to be Joker. Stunt actor.
Here's the funny thing, though. To control Dr. Moon and the witch, she hired some guy. He's the main character, isn't he?
Yeah, he's one of the mains. I've actually forgotten his name, even though
he's so memorable. You have to look
Slipknot?
it up.
Yeah.
No, not Slipknot.
No,
I'll talk about him in a sec. Rick Flag, who is one of the most well-known Suicide Squad characters, this movie made me forget his name.
Isn't he pretty much the leader?
Yeah, he's always the leader.
And he basically gets in love with
June Moon.
June, yeah.
Which is Enchantress's human.
Oh, okay. I was like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, Dr. June Moon.
And he's there to like control her.
June Moon was a joke name that you were coming up with.
June
Moon. Yeah, it does.
That's actually the character's name from the comics, so it's just one of those weird things that you have to go with.
Okay.
Kind of like Victor Doom, you know.
Victor Von Doom.
Yeah,
Victor Von Doom.
I forget the Von. He isn't cool enough for a Von.
And then
the old one is.
Yeah.
And then after that, they're at a meeting.
Oh yeah, with the Secretary of Defense and all these important people.
Yeah.
So basically, trying to do It's when Nick Fury's with like those people in like.
The World Security Council.
Yeah, they're trying to homage that or rip it off, I guess.
This is much more like a real defense secretary area, but it's really dull.
Yeah.
And the scene is literally...
Most likely because it's not in colour, am I correct?
No, it is in colour, but you can barely tell from the darkness.
No, it isn't in colour. It's black and white film.
But up until then, like, Amanda Waller's basically...
It's a a black and grey film, more like.
Yeah.
It really is quite. But up until this point, Amanda Waller's been explaining this to a guy in a restaurant, and now she's basically explaining the thing without doing flashbacks to the Secretary of Defense, saying, we need this supervillain team. And basically Enchantress, they say, look, she can do this, and she teleports and comes back instantly with like a secret file from a different country of like their defense weapons.
So then why do they need the Suicide Squad?
Exactly.
Just wait. Yeah. Just you wait. Yeah. I tell you.
She's obviously overpowered as she can do that.
Exactly. So, it turns out that when Amanda Waller's asleep and Colonel Rick Flag is asleep, June Moon unintentionally turns into the Enchantress because she turns by saying the name Enchantress. Yeah.
She
whispers, like, she sleep talks it.
If you want, you can, like, whisper into the mic as the one side you can do it.
Enchantress.
Yeah. Anyone who has headphones are going to freak the fuck out.
So,
I'm freaking the fuck out.
Basically, she sleep talks Enchantress, turns into her, teleports to where Amanda Waller is living, goes for the heart, but she can't because apparently it's attached to, like, a bomb or something. So she instead goes to where the urns are, steals them, releases an urn which contains her brother. And
who's the Joker?
No, it's just
that was
Dr. Doom.
in the comics, which it's actually I think not issue number 7 of the 1970s run of Suicide Squad. A character called Incubus, who refers to Enchantress as his sister. So in this, they've taken that idea, and this character she's releasing is Incubus, massive demon monster thing, and somehow weird stuff goes on. We don't really get told what. And apparently Enchantress is now gone rogue. They can't find her. Colonel Rick Flag says, I don't know what to do. And Amanda Waller says, we need the Suicide Squad now.
Yeah, the Suicide Squad that started this whole incident.
Yes. Yeah.
We need them to fix what we started.
Yeah. So
this is like an episode of Jimmy Neutron. He manufactures a problem so he can fix it.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
it.
So we're probably about 35-40 minutes in at this point, and the plot is only just starting of we need Suicide Squad to go in and retrieve this person from the city that these like Enchantress is in.
So already in the first 30 minutes, they fucked up about 10 times.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And so they're not going
Put that on the DVD box.
They should. They could have my quote.
They're not going into Midway City, which is where it's taken place. Yet again, a comic reference. They're going in there not to stop Enchantress, it's to save a person.
Yeah.
So they get the whole team together, and there's a nice, montage, and we're all getting ready. Nice in quote marks. And
Rabbit ears,
yeah. And basically, it's doing a whole bunch of super stuff, and then it's like, oh, and we've got another guy with us, this Captain Boomerang, and he's fun. I like him.
Funny, yeah.
He's played by Jai Courtney. I liked him in this.
He was good, although completely useless.
Yes.
The guy was the only funny thing.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, I'll explain it later
go.
on with Harley Quinn and all of that shit. But carry on.
Basically, he just throws boomerangs, and you've already got super tough Killer Croc, you've got super sniper Deadshot, you've got Crazy Woman, and Jay Hernandez playing El Diablo.
Doesn't he throw
And
fire
Slipknot.
as well?
Yeah, he's got pure fire powers.
Yeah, he's cool as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Jay Hernandez's El Diablo is amazing.
He's brilliant.
He actually brings emotion to the character.
He does, yeah.
So
Sometimes, I was surprised. What a character development!
Yeah.
Seriously?
yeah.
No, in a DC film?
Yeah.
Yeah,
DC.
like
Exactly.
it was very well done. That character on its own.
Yeah.
Then we get introduced to the other character, Slipknot.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
Funny enough, he is an actual DC Comics character. He usually makes like lassos and stuff.
Yeah.
And basically, it's that he's a guy with ropes and like grapple hooks and
Yeah.
stuff.
He
It's
can
like,
climb any building.
yeah.
And stuff.
Why do you need that?
I don't know, because I swear there's SWAT teams and all
Yeah.
that. SAS.
Oh, yeah. So they're
Who's-
being sent into Midway City, not only with this team, but with a massive SWAT team.
Yeah.
Led by Colonel Rick Flag.
Yeah, which is...
It's odd and stupid.
Yeah, why would...
So is Rick Flag a good guy or
Yeah.
is he a Suicide Squad?
He's
a
the leader
soldier.
of the
Okay.
Suicide
Yeah.
Squad. But he was hired by Miranda Wallace.
Amanda Waller.
Amanda Wallace. That was...
Miranda
Fight-
Wallace?
I was thinking of Fight Club for a second, but...
Isn't Wallace from Pulp Fiction?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Is
shit.
that Fight Club?
Never mind. Let's get it out of control. Just carry on. I'm getting out of control.
So now we've got Slipknot, another useless guy, and they go into the city, and the helicopter, crashes, because it always crashes in every action film.
You forgot they introduced Katana.
Oh, yeah. Just before the plane's going off, Katana appears out of nowhere. It's like, oh yeah, she's got my back. Yeah. Her sword will steal your soul. And it's like, what?
Quinn, nice to meet ya. That's the first thing I hear, and I'm like, I'm cringing.
You smell like you have the scent of death.
I really hope she doesn't actually talk like that.
You have the stench of death?
Yeah.
Like, oh. God.
Yeah, she does sound better than that, but she's given the worst dialogue ever. It's awful, like
very cringy.
Yeah, one of the things is, oh, I got an app for that.
Yeah,
and it's like, really?
Well, hold on. What was the app?
Oh, it's like because there's the way to control the suicides.
Oh yeah, this is so stupid.
So they all have bombs in their necks, which is a Suicide Squad thing, but they have their iPad kind of thing, where they've got all the pictures of all the Suicide Squad, and if they tap on it, their heads will explode.
What the fuck?
And Rick is the only one who has it, and
Amanda Waller.
But she's not. She wasn't with them.
Yeah,
that's what
that's she's somewhere else at this point in time.
But the thing is, Rick had one of these.
Yeah.
So
they could have just shot him.
Deadshot's the best shooter.
Yeah.
In the whole world.
Although Amanda Waller said, if he dies, then you'll die. So,
she's nothing.
But we'll get to that a bit later on.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
So, the helicopter crashes, and they're like, oh no, we got to start moving now, blah, blah, blah. And Captain Boomerang, he decides to, try and test out the whole bomb thing. And he tries to convince Slipknot, hey, maybe, you should run. I bet these things don't actually work. And Slipknot tries to get away, and his head explodes, and that's the only reason he's in the film. Yeah. Like every Suicide,
so they can shoehorn in a death.
Yeah. Every Suicide Squad film does this.
What is it with DC and just wasting characters?
I don't know. I mean, the original Suicide Squad, loads of death, but it was the characters. Not
to be fair, I don't think too many people were screaming that Slipknot died.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's as if DC doesn't seem to have any kind of respect for the characters because they're let's name out of a hat. Oh, he can die.
Yeah.
They didn't even give him a flashback introduction.
Even Katana got one.
Yeah.
But Slipknot didn't.
Did he say that after this mission he's going to retire?
No.
Okay.
He punches a woman in the face and says she was a bitch.
Oh, so he deserved to die then? Because that's
funny
sexist.
enough. I actually looked into this, and there was apparently a scene cut where it was implied that he was a rapist. Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah. And also Captain Boomerang was supposed to be a racist, but they cut that as well.
That would have been funny. Holy shit.
Yeah, an Australian racist, that would have been great.
It could have been, stupid, but... Yeah.
So, I think DC could have done something real interesting with that, actually have bad guys.
Yeah.
But then again, I wouldn't just assume all bad guys are just racists and rapists.
Although this guy's from Australia, and Australia is much more xenophobic in comparison to more Western.
Yes.
And I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't like to work with a crocodile man.
Also, Killer Croc was quite amusing throughout the film.
He only spoke a few times, but whenever he did, that's
it was charming. I was happy with that.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that.
Later on at one point, they were all talking about, someone being, you're pretty and stuff, and he's like, I'm beautiful, and it was like, brilliant, love you.
Good timing. But then they just carry on with the story.
So after Slipknot dead, they continue walking, and they see these weird things with weird shifting face head things.
Yeah, so out of a Japanese anime.
Yeah.
Weird stuff.
Yeah, it's
really
a weird pulsing head made of I don't know if it's a black metal-y thing.
It looks like it's made from a metal.
Yeah, it kind of metallic.
Liquid metal, is that what you guys are getting?
It looks a bit like
although
metal,
it stays in a kind of rigid shape, but it's constantly fluctuating.
It's very strange.
Yeah. And it's one of the most boring action scenes I've seen recently.
Recently as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the whole point is, hey, we can actually work together to beat these guys. When there's been no real implication. I mean, sure, no one likes each other, but that was basically it.
Oh no! Already they've already established that everyone's friends.
Oh yeah.
That's the funny thing. Without only like 2 dialogues said to each other, Harley Quinn and Deadshot become best of friends. Apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, and the funny thing is, I think is this the part where where Joker texts Harley?
Oh yeah. So there was an earlier plot thing where there was this really messed up this kind of psycho god or whatever that likes pissing people off, and he's like saying to El Diablo, "Hey, stop eating your taco and get
psycho god."
God.
Oh, if we said god.
No, God. Like just an idiot kind of sadistic god, and basically he got interrogated by the Joker when and was told to give Harley Quinn this mobile phone so he can keep in contact with her when she's on her mission.
Yeah.
So she gets text from him, and it's the whole thing of Joker. He's going to save Harley, and Joker breaks into this facility that's owned by Wayne Tech, and I like some of his henchmen. They're cool. Like the Panda Man.
I love the Panda.
Panda Man's brilliant.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he's just like a guy in a big panda stuffed like costume, and he's got a machine gun and a big heart.
You know you're messed up when you love an extra more than the main cast. That's the thing.
Like I want an action figure of Panda Man. I would love that.
Exactly.
You're gonna see that come Comic-Con.
Funny enough, I actually think I saw a small figure somewhere, but it's only in like a double pack with the Joker. Unfortunately,
you don't want that.
No, but basically they break in and they steal this thing that apparently is how they put the bombs in, so they can control the bombs. Because controlling bombs and putting them in are the same thing.
And simple as hell.
Exactly.
Very simple. You just go in and steal it.
Yeah.
There you go. You got bombs.
1, 2.
Yeah. So. And they're
simple as controlling an app.
Oh, of course. Yeah. So they're continuing.
I downloaded one right now.
Yeah, exactly. You can just get this death app, and it's like, okay, dead. You're gone.
Good.
That's why Tourette's isn't speaking. we just got him.
I am floored, and I'm just listening. I am waiting until I can ask questions.
Oh, you can ask questions whenever you want.
Okay, so is this still Amanda Waller narrating?
No.
Okay.
No, she's disappeared for like the last 20 or 30 minutes of the film.
During the montage scene.
Yeah.
What song was playing?
Oh, there was songs every 5 minutes for the first half an hour. There was probably like 10 songs in the first half an hour. I'm not kidding.
But the thing is, they played it over the voices.
Yeah.
What dialogue? Why are you hearing someone talking? They're playing all of this crap songs.
Yeah.
And you could tell they rushed to get a catalogue together because these were old songs.
Well, that's like some of them are good.
I mean they're good songs, but I mean like you could tell they were desperate for songs fast. And he also got Kanye a lot of these songs on it.
Was
2?
There was Kanye songs?
Skinhead. Black Skinhead.
I've never even listened to that.
Really? Yeah. It was when Deadshot.
Black Skinner.
No, Black Skinhead.
Black Skinhead, it's the Kanye West song off the
Yeezus album.
The Yeezus album.
Okay.
Basically, the song equates to that's basically the song.
Got my things on. That song.
I've
what Deadshot was shooting.
Oh, that's what that song. It's this whole moment of Deadshot being a badass, and he's just standing on top of a car shooting the monster things, and it's so dull.
Yeah,
it sounds
it's
shit.
so boring. And don't forget that really cringy racist joke he made. You guys better white people that shit. They made Deadshot like that now.
Yeah,
you better white people that shit.
It was like getting his daughter into like a brilliant school, and it's like and if she doesn't have the grades for that, you better white person that shit so she does get in.
Which made me cringe. I'm like,
she's just not gonna get shot by police. What the?
Oh no, as in like because she's white, she's more likely to get into a better school than other people. Like that's what he's trying. He wants them to do that because she's a black girl.
Yeah, that was a confusing joke.
Yeah,
it was
not really that funny.
It's not funny.
No,
it was
not.
terrible. I was looking at behind when people started giggling. I was like,
you might as well have just made a blatant he's the black guy joke.
Yeah, I hate it
because that would have
been
funnier.
I really hate it. It's cringy.
Most of the other stuff, he doesn't say that. It's just that one line, and it's so pervasive. It's
That's probably DC's doing.
You could say,
we have to tell people that he is not the black guy in this film, despite the fact he is the black guy in this film.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going on. Then it's like they got the whole thing where they're looking at stuff, and oh no, does Holly smash the thing, or is that later? I can't even remember that bit.
Yeah. That's...
Oh yeah, it's like what kind of guys are you? It's like we're the bad guys, and it's
she smashes a window.
Yeah.
I have to say, because I haven't seen the film, when I saw that in the trailer, and I'll be perfectly honest, because if you listen to the podcast, the only reason I was originally going to see this film was because I wanted to support an original idea. I wanted to give DC a chance. Hey, you're doing something new. Other than Jared Leto, when I saw that scene, I was like, all right, this film's fucked.
Yeah.
No, the thing is, I don't even praise them for doing this. I think the reason they did this is just because they wanted to set up a universe even faster.
Yeah.
That's the reason. Yeah. That's literally the only reason they'd want to do something like this.
Oh, yeah, obviously. Yeah. They're rushing
so that's why I don't...
years of planning for the sake of trying to make money, and it's not going to show for it. Honestly, they're failing big time. Tourette's, yeah.
So I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the villain of this? Who is the antagonist?
Enchantress and Incubus.
I thought Enchantress was part of the team.
Yeah, but she betrayed them before the team even happened.
That's the joke.
Yeah.
What's the joke? I'm so confused.
That's the joke. Yeah.
Why is Harley there then?
But exactly
because she's Harley Quinn.
No,
well,
I'm gonna stop real fast and explain my thought process of what the fuck this movie was.
Please.
So I thought this movie was about the fucking Suicide Squad doing something or other to stop the Joker.
Yeah,
and that would explain Harley Quinn's place. That would explain all the weird fucking advertising. That would explain why the fuck that I don't know what the fuck's going on with anything. But so what the fuck is going on?
I can explain it really simple now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, basically...
Right.
Amanda Wallace?
Yeah. So
Amanda Wallace...
Waller.
Amanda Waller... wanted just to create a Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Okay.
But during a demonstration...
It went bad.
The Enchantress, who was a part of the Suicide Squad, managed to escape by stealing her brother.
Yeah, and then her brother gave her powers so that her heart being stabbed won't kill her.
Yeah.
Somehow.
And she wouldn't even need it.
Yeah.
So her only weakness is gone. So now she becomes the villain. So they decide to call the Suicide Squad to defeat her.
So this is the first instance of the Suicide Squad? This isn't like a grizzled veteran thing? What the fuck?
But it's also that they're not being called there to defeat her, they're being called there to save a person.
Yeah, they're being to save a person, but you could tell that was like last minute thinking because they didn't want to think that they created Suicide Squad to go for her.
Yeah, so what happens is Suicide Squad finally come to the building where that person is that they're trying to save.
Who is this person?
He's getting to it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
so they battle their way up in another boring scene, and it does the whole same thing of, again, we need to protect Rick Flag, otherwise we're all dead. Which is
Why
really
can't he protect himself? I thought he was a soldier.
Exactly.
Because he's a retard.
Yeah. No.
That is a quote right there.
Also, he's being played by Joel Kinnaman, okay, who really doesn't have any charisma in this film.
No, he's very boring.
But right behind him, one of the other soldier guys who gets no screen time is Scott Eastwood, Clint Eastwood's son.
Yeah.
Why is he not Rick Flag?
He would have made a... What?
Exactly. Yeah.
Rick Flag, basically monotoned, drowsy looking fucker.
And
that's how I can explain him.
With the really obvious American soldier voice.
Oh yeah, I'm stereotypical.
Listen here, Suicide Squad. We gotta go in there and get that guy.
Yeah.
They're antisocial, so
So yeah, they get to the place where it is, and Rick Flag goes in to get the person, and it's Amanda Waller that they're saving.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Because she was in the city when Enchantress attacked the city.
Yeah.
So we're a bunch of people. It's a city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the thing is, right?
So wait, is this the government sanctioned doing this, or is this her like?
This is her.
Oh, this is just her.
I need to get these people to help me.
Yeah, she kills everyone else in the room besides besides herself.
Do you know what the funny thing is? We've never seen the Suicide Squad kill an innocent person.
Yeah.
She shoots her whole bloody team.
Yeah, like all her techies and secretaries.
Why?
And she
Were they
just
possessed or something?
no,
they
just
knew.
kills them because they knew too much.
Knew too much.
Yeah,
What
and
did they know? I feel like I don't know anything.
They basically because I don't even know.
They must have seen DC's fucking future plans for the universe or some shit. And she must have to kill him or something.
oh, and Deadshot.
I think they would have killed themselves.
But yeah, Deadshot sees this happening, and I forgot about this moment. He says, "Girl, that was gangster."
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot about that line. I actually forgot about
I'm
that.
surprised you didn't say, "Wow, girl, that was jiggy."
Yeah.
So wait, is that their first interaction?
Yeah, that's their first in-person interaction. They've been... Oh, no, kind of.
Well, they had a FaceTime.
Yeah. They've been on
the first
FaceTime.
interaction.
And Harley kind of saw Amanda Waller when Harley asked if she was the devil.
Oh, yeah.
And Amanda Waller said, like, yeah, or something. I can't even remember.
But,
So the only two black people, as far as I can tell in this movie, have an incredibly stereotypical black interaction.
Well,
she doesn't. Amanda Waller in this is fantastic. Like, Viola Davis plays her perfectly.
It was most likely because effort actually had to be put into her character because they were worried about the pressures of not having a black female being represented well or having some kind of power authority role in a film. So they actually went, hey, if we don't do something about this role, people like the social justice warriors and streamers will get on our case, and we don't want that because we want to appeal to those younger kids.
Yeah,
Also,
so let's write her like a person, not like a character.
I will say Amanda Waller in DC Comics is probably one of the most consistently well-written characters in all of DC. Up until New 52 when they fucked her up completely.
They should have just got Oprah to play her.
No, Oprah would have been awful. Oprah would have
matched
terrible.
the whole fucking film.
And then they should have got Tom Cruise on it as well.
Oh, Tom Cruise would be Rick Flag.
There we go.
Yeah.
Man, I just watched Edge of Tomorrow, and we're talking about people fucking crashing helicopters. Shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot. So they get to the roof once they've saved her, and Joker arrives on a helicopter, and he starts like shooting everyone, and he doesn't hit anyone, of course.
Because he's shit.
Yeah, like he's got a machine gun, and his guy Johnny Frost, who's actually a comic reference, a very obscure one, and I was happy about that. Yeah, they are shooting everyone, and Harley, dives onto the helicopter like rope, and she's all like swinging about and doing acrobat stuff because she's crazy.
Yeah. And then she explodes because.
Oh no, Joker deactivated
Rick
it.
Flag. Oh, they deactivated
Joker
it?
did it because earlier, he broke into that facility. He got this thing.
I don't know what
We did.
They partly did say,
Yeah.
but you didn't necessarily say that they broke in to deactivate it. You said that they went in there to get the stuff.
Yeah.
That
Oh no,
you
they
didn't
got
say
the
they
stuff.
technically did
But
that.
when they arrived, they deactivated it.
Yeah, you missed
Oh,
that part.
yeah.
But you did say they went to the
Yeah.
place where the bombs are made. Yeah.
So yeah, they deactivated it
Okay.
just for Harley.
Yeah.
For her to escape, and Amanda Waller's like, Deadshot, you gotta kill her. I'll give you like $1 million.
Just $1 million?
I'll set you
Or
free
10
as
million
well.
or something,
So-
yeah, and
Jeez,
you'll be
that's
free.
weak.
And he takes a shot, and he's like, "Oops, I missed."
The
And
real
walks off.
Deadshot just shoot her right in the head.
Exactly.
Why
Yeah.
would
Really,
he
Deadshot
care?
would have fucking ricocheted off every single building
Yeah.
and people's butt cheeks and all that, and just like,
No, he like intentionally missed and said, "Oh, I missed," and then Captain Boomerang was like, "Yeah, good one, mate." Because
Captain Boomerang, if this was the real one, he would just throw his... He would do it himself.
Yeah,
He would
yeah.
throw his boomerang and knock her the fuck out. He would fall down.
Alright, so
'Cause they're all
I'm
friends.
trying very hard to understand what the fuck's going on. And so forgive me if I'm slow.
Go
Why
ahead.
didn't they take everyone else's collars deactivated?
Because
No
Joker
reason,
don't care.
yeah.
But the funny thing
even though
is,
that would have
right,
worked,
they had Amanda
yeah,
and Rick standing right next to each other.
yeah,
And then you had this group of bad guys.
Yeah.
And those are the only two with the deactivator.
Oh, the
so-
Scott
with
Eastwood
the
still.
bombs.
Oh yeah. Only those two
Yeah.
have the bombs. Yeah,
Only those two have the bombs.
yeah. Like
Why didn't Deadshot just go
Yeah, you could have shot both of them, and then they would have been free
Yeah.
instantly.
like that?
Yeah,
Or Killer Croc just go bang.
it's because they wanted a
It's
sequel.
so stupid.
yeah.
They could have. I was just looking at the cinema. I was looking at my friend doing that.
Yeah.
Pointing my hand at that screen,
Pointing
thinking, mate, why didn't he just shoot her right in the head and just beat up the guy? He's a dickhead. He won't know what's happening.
But yeah, so and then Amanda Waller's like, "Okay, guys, shoot the plane down," and somehow a bunch of people shoot down the plane, which I thought there was no one else in the city.
Yeah, that's the funny thing.
Yeah, and then the helicopter crashes, and Harley jumps off and lands on a building, but apparently Joker's in the crash.
How? How did she jump off a building?
Joker kicked her off. He said, "I'm coming, dear," and he pushed her off.
And somehow he didn't jump off. But I found out, originally, Joker was just supposed to push her off, like he was a bad guy, that he would grown no use of her, and he didn't want her being used to anyone else. He just wanted to kill her. That's what was going to originally happen. But they didn't want anyone to be a bad guy, did they?
No. And, yeah, I'll explain about the Joker in a bit, but, okay, after that, then they finally go to fight the Enchantress.
Oh, fucking hell! This ain't even the ending!
No!
I don't know why you didn't even get it. They leave the building and then Harley's just sitting there and then she joins the team again.
Yeah,
nothing happened.
And Amanda's just fine with that, yeah?
Yes!
But the funny thing is, this is where all the drama comes in.
Amanda gets on a helicopter to leave and it crashes.
Yeah, it crashes.
And she gets taken by the bad guys with the weird heads to Enchantress.
Yeah.
And
so wait, what was amazing about Joker's helicopter that allowed him to stay in the air until Amanda Waller decided no? Because the Suicide Squad's helicopter fucking crashed, and now this fucking helicopter crashes.
Oh, Joker's helicopter crashed as well. He was in the crash.
Right, but you said it only crashed after Wallace and Gromit told him to fucking take it out.
Yeah.
So how the fuck did it get from outside the city, or wherever the fuck it was originally, to the building that Wallace, Gromit, and all the other fucking claymation?
Because it's the Joker.
Exactly.
The Joker is OP.
They needed it for the plot, and they didn't think smartly. Yeah.
Okay, it's just plot convenience. Okay.
Yeah.
After that, they find the crash site of Amanda.
Yeah. And she's not there because she's been taken, but they find her notes.
Yeah.
Which says
Top
about
secret.
Enchantress and all of that stuff, and that she's caused the whole problem.
Yeah.
And then they decide to go to a bar.
Why would you be carrying that?
And I don't know.
Oh, because she was in her, secretary base thing, so that's why she had it with her to show all the security.
Why did she have printed top secret documents?
Because plot points.
Shouldn't that be in a database or a computer?
If she killed all the people in the room,
you'd think she'd burn it.
She would probably burn that, right? But
why would they have that? Why would they have physical evidence that could damn their whole system?
She brought it with her to show to the Secretary of Defense people. For this is why we need.
I'm sorry. Does this film take place in 1999? Will we still use printers?
Well, people still use paper documents, though.
But this is a fucking government system.
They still use paper, so people can't hack in.
I feel drunk.
Holy shit, that is bad.
It's made me feel drunk, and I'm not okay with it.
No, I don't accept that. That's retarded.
So in the bar,
the most sensitive. This is where this is where all they bond and all of that.
Even though they should be going after Amanda Waller right this second.
Yeah.
So they all had some drinks. Captain Boomerang runs off. Yeah. He's just like, all right, I'm gone. They're all having their.
If he actually did run, that would be a good.
That would have been funny.
I would have been funny. I would have liked it. It's his character. He wouldn't stay to fight someone.
We'll see if he ran away properly or not in a minute.
Yeah.
We find out more about El Diablo's tragic backstory, which is really nice.
It was cool.
Yeah, his tragic backstory is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. And it was actually better than his backstory in the comics, which I was happy about.
Yeah.
So, and they're all drinking. It's like, okay, we're going to work together for the third time.
Not before Deadshot and Harley Quinn say, but we're bad guys 1,000 fucking times. Yeah. They keep saying they're bad guys. Yeah. No one believes us. We're the bad guys. That's all I fucking hear.
They haven't killed a single innocent person throughout the whole film.
Because they're not allowed to. Stupid.
Exactly.
When Amanda killed... She just headshots. Yeah. She is sick. She's better than Deadshot with a gun.
She's like, bang, bang, bang.
She shot all those guys like she done it like it was nothing.
Yeah.
And then, they
leave and they're doing the slow motion walk, which is I think the 4th time they've done it throughout the whole film. And, and throughout the whole film, Captain Boomerang's been flirting with Katana for some reason. And Captain Boomerang just joins the team again. For no reason. He ran off and then he just came back.
Because of Katana?
Because they're friends.
No, it's not even mentioned.
The power of boners.
Yeah, possibly.
Exactly. Maybe, yeah.
And they decide to go to where Enchantress is to defeat her and save Amanda Waller.
Which is some kind of fictional pyramid, I guess.
Oh no, it's just some random building.
Oh.
Oh no, the train station. That's it.
Yeah, but...
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, because that's where she unleashed her powers for some reason. But
a train station, really.
Yeah, and they come up with a whole plan of how they're gonna defeat her and everything. It's like, Killer Croc, you got to swim under and put this bomb underneath so it can blow her up.
Why doesn't he just eat her?
Because she's got magic powers.
Does she not have a physical body anymore?
She kind of, but she won't let him get close. Like, no one can get close.
Raccoon, you sound so upset.
I am upset because this is terrible.
Captain Boomerang uses his camera boomerang to reconnaissance the area. It's like, okay, they got all these people.
No, how does that work? Because the boomerang is always moving, so how is the camera staying still enough to record anything?
And the thing is, it's actually like it's perfect.
Yeah, it's like a drone.
Yeah,
perfect.
like a drone. You think a boomerang would be able to do
unless
that.
it's got like a tiny camera underneath that's constantly spinning.
Unless it's
I'm
like,
in love with this movie.
unless it's got
A
fucking
tiny
wings.
boomerang camera?
Yeah,
What
but the
the
boomerang.
fuck?
Yeah,
He throws it around the corner
yeah,
like a pro. Like
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the only thing he's done.
yeah.
All
Throughout the whole
movie,
film.
other than have.
Oh,
like,
he had a fist fight
unicorn.
with one of the monsters.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
He just drank a beer.
And carried his pink unicorn stuffed toy under his coat.
like Deadpool.
Yeah. Even though that was kind of a Captain Boomerang thing
it
first.
It was.
Yeah. But so they finally get into the main fight. It's like, okay, we need to distract them all. They set up the bombs and they got some boring action until El Diablo does the most badass thing in the film. And he turns into this giant fiery Aztec warrior god thing, and it was badass.
It was cool as fuck.
And he gets into like a fist fight against the big incubus guy, and it's like, damn.
We must mention that the Enchantress is controlling is powering the actual demons.
Yeah.
And before they fight her,
Yeah.
the brother comes in to defend her.
Yeah.
So they're fighting her brother,
Yeah.
which is about 50 feet tall or something.
I'd say it's
Not
more
50.
15, 20.
15 feet
So we're
tall.
still so we're still in the underground, right?
It's
we're
not
still
the underground.
no.
It's like just on the station. So
Yeah,
like
inside
inside the
it,
station, but not underground. Yeah. So like a normal train station, like London Bridge Station or
How does
London
he
Victoria.
fit? He's 15 foot or something.
Like, well, they have high ceilings in train stations. They always do.
But I still imagine he'd be stooping.
No.
No. It's
One jump and he'd kill himself,
There's,
wouldn't he?
no,
He
there's,
doesn't
there's
jump.
a lot of gaps.
Yeah.
There's still
I bet he does
gaps
because
in
the
ceiling.
animators went, oh shit.
No, he doesn't jump. But also, you reminded me. So Enchantress throughout this whole thing, because she's lost her cool, dark, like gothy looking appearance, and she's got this weird, like
White
golden white person thing.
So she looks like a Grams video.
White person thing. What?
And as she's talking, doing this really like snivelly, like, you can't beat me thing, she's like gyrating
Yeah,
her
he's
hips.
doing some
And it
weird
makes no
dancing
sense. She's like, kind of like, oh yeah, ballet dancer. It's like, what?
That's the one. I just have to bring this up. That's the one thing I hate about DC. If you look at their characters,
Yeah.
who are like either augmented,
Yeah.
like robotic and stuff, or who are creatures, they have really weird, unrealistic movements.
Yeah.
If you've noticed that, like
Because
just
they don't do their research. They
No.
don't have
exactly.
time.
Like, have you seen in the Cyborg, in the Justice League trailer with Cyborg?
Yeah.
And he does a little shuffle, and it's
Yeah.
all of
yeah.
that things.
Shuffle?
Yeah, he does a little shuffle, a head shuffle.
Yeah, it's because they haven't really got it sorted, and it's kind of like what they do with Batman in the old films, where because of the rubber neck, he couldn't look sideways.
But it's so weird when
Yeah.
the movements. Even Killer Croc has really weird movements.
Yeah, I liked it though.
He goes like that.
It made it look creepy, and that suited Killer Croc.
Fair,
Yeah.
I guess it works for him, but still.
But and El Diablo dies in the fight against Incubus when Killer Croc's finally put the bomb and it explodes.
cool character.
Yeah, the best character gets killed. It's quite sad, but he went out like a champ.
Yeah.
Guy was badass
He was
throughout.
a beast. I love
Where's
that.
my Diablo prequel film?
Yeah, exactly.
Standalone.
Whole El Diablo film.
Yeah,
Netflix series.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Get Jay Hernandez back. We want him.
Yeah.
I want
him.
you for the Avengers.
No, he didn't die. He just disappeared.
Yeah.
Season 1.
He just turned back into flame, you know.
He's just an ember right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Told
turned
he's
back
to blow
into
on
the
him.
smoke and he went into someone's flame and he came
Yeah.
out, and then that's like where we're going to start the story because we're DC and we don't know how to do anything.
Yeah. So they finally
Or should I do my Zack Snyder? Well, you see that the thing is, he kind of does this thing that he really like,
He's doing the hand motions too, guys.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, so they finally properly confront Enchantress, and she comes out with the worst, most cliche line ever in film history: "Join me or die." Unironically, join me or die. Yeah.
So is her plan to take over the world or something?
Well, she's got Amanda Waller attached to this machine that's giving her all the information of every database ever or something, and secret intelligence stuff.
Oh, so it's basically like Invader Zim.
Probably, yeah.
Where Go actually gets super intelligence and he starts stealing all the knowledge of the world.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you rip that off too.
But, yeah, and it's attached to this weird thing shooting a big blue laser into the sky, because of course.
Because lasers are visible, right? Lasers of just pure digital...
Pure blue digital, yeah.
And there's all rocks are flying
Oh, yeah,
around.
weird rocks like Fantastic Four movie, you know, Four Stick.
So there's also some kind of gravitational...
Apparently. Because it's been like dragging in weird metal stuff, yet no humans been dragged into it.
Yeah.
So...
And all the buildings around it are fine.
kind of, doesn't make that much sense.
Once again, the animators are like, oh!
Yeah.
What do we do?
So they finally managed to kill her.
What am I doing with my life?
Like how did they finally manage to kill her again? I know it's like something to do with Deadshot.
Killer Croc comes and he does a funny... He smashes her head in. Which is
yeah.
He comes...
Killer Croc's the best.
After how well we haven't explained how El Diablo dies.
I did. I
did
said
you?
that. Yeah, with the bomb underneath.
Yeah,
and he goes out like a champ.
Okay, basically, the Enchantress begins fighting them fist fights and stuff.
And she's like evaporating through them.
Before she had magic, why would she need to fist fight them?
This is an idiot.
Yeah. She could just shoot stuff at them from a distance, but
she
no.
She need any more explanation. She's an idiot.
So she's basically like Superman. Oh, I could laser beam you, freeze you, do whatever from here, but I think I'm going to fist fight you because I'm going to risk actually getting hurt.
And I'm thinking, halfway through this fight scene, I'm thinking, what the hell is Harley doing here?
Yeah.
What is Harley doing here?
What's Captain Boomerang doing? He's doing nothing as well. So basically what happens is Katana's like knocked down and Harley picks up Katana's soul-stealing sword and uses that on Enchantress to steal the evil Enchantress soul.
Yeah. What's the point of Katana then?
Because Katana was knocked out, they need the sword, but they wanted Harley to do something
Why don't they just give the sword to a much better trained samurai then, soon as it doesn't matter who wields the sword?
Because Harley pretends that she wants to join Enchantress so she can get closer and stab her.
That's the stupid part.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
so
where
you might
she
as well
says...
have removed Enchantress then and just had it be, look, I found a sword that can take out Enchantress, because that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
That's pathetic.
Then, although the Soul Taker sword is something from the comics and it is a whole part of Katana's history, but yeah.
No, but you should have had her kill him.
Yeah,
I know you really want to push this white girl, but still, that's pathetic.
I thought it was crap the way they killed her.
It was. Yeah. And then they decide to push her into that weird like laser thingy that she's making to absorb memories, throw a bomb in there while we're at it, and have Deadshot to shoot it with his perfect aim.
That's because it's cool.
Yeah,
that's
and it's all like super slow-mo, like intense. Will he shoot it?
With the dramatic music. Like I'm playing the Hans Zimmer shit. And then it's like,
it's like, well, duh, we knew that was going to happen.
And the rocks fall down, the animators did an amazing job.
They're like, oh, this one's easy. Drag and drop, drag and drop, drag and drop. Control.
Left click.
Control, select all, down. Okay, one more time. Drag that back and down.
So that's all done. They've beaten her. You know, it's all fine. And somehow, did June Moon survive? I can't. Yeah. June Moon somehow still alive.
Yeah.
Oh, so she did have a spiritual body then.
But the thing is, okay, so we got Enchantress on the floor. Then you got this guy, what's his name
Rick
again?
Flag. Yeah. Only he kisses her. And
kisses her. He crushes the witch's heart.
Yeah.
And then
isn't that her heart?
No, it's June. It's Enchantress's heart, not June Moon's.
But then June Moon does a skin change. She pops out of this green skin.
Yeah, it's like June Moon
she's
again.
Fine.
So she's a snake now.
Nah, she's a snake.
And them two live happily ever after.
Yeah, that was a happy ending.
Yeah, and Deadshot, finally gets to visit, his daughter to visit him in prison in a special area they've made. Harley Quinn gets her coffee maker.
That's
what?
Oh yeah, we haven't said about. Okay, basically after the fight, after Dr. Moon's safe, Amanda comes in with the little shitty detonator that Deadshot could just shoot.
Yeah.
And then she says, "You guys need to go back to prison."
Yeah.
And they go back to prison.
Yeah. Instead of just shooting her and then be like, "No, fuck it, we're going home."
Or her just saying, "Okay, I fucked up. I caused this whole situation.
Yeah.
You can go."
Yeah.
No. She says, "You're going back to jail." They go back to jail.
Yeah.
All of them. Every single one of them.
Yeah. Oh, and Captain Boomerang gets nothing. He just gets to shout angrily at the
But he's not a character, so
No, they don't care.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. And there's no like end thing. I think one bit Katana says, "Hey, mate, did Katana say we should get a drink or?"
No,
I made that up in my head.
She just left.
You were trying to write a better film.
Yeah. I think I'd rather see that than see the Suicide Squad.
So Captain Boomerang gets absolutely nothing in the film.
Yeah.
Katana just disappears throughout the end.
Harley Quinn
Does she
gets
just go back to where she is or something?
We don't know.
Yeah, nothing. No indication.
It just cuts back to Deadshot after the Amanda Wallace scene.
Yeah.
And then to Harley Quinn drinking her espresso.
Because she asked for an espresso machine.
Starbucks
and then,
girl.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Milk
Basic bitch.
Basic
I thought
bitch.
she was insane. No.
Yeah. Why would she want an espresso?
Exactly.
That's the reason she went crazy.
I thought she would want an orange mocha frappuccino.
Exactly.
Where's my pumpkin spice?
Oh,
Pumpkin
God.
Spice, yes.
I don't think she's that much of a basic
With
bitch.
every seed pulled out. And then something happens.
Oh my God, an explosion! And a bunch of armed people walk in, and one of them's got Joker written on his armour.
Yeah, so who could that be?
I don't know.
He takes off his face and Loverboy's there.
It's
I'm
Jared
here for you, darling. I'm here.
And they escape.
The end.
Oh yeah, and we've got actually earlier when Enchantress is trying to get them to join them, gives them visions of what their life could be, and it shows Harley Quinn and Jared Leto as normal people with children. So you get to see Jared Leto's normal face in the film.
Yeah, he's got slicked back hair.
Yeah.
He's got fake white teeth on us.
Oh yeah.
That's shining beyond belief.
Yeah.
It's the whitest bit in the whole movie.
Yeah.
It's even whiter than Harley Quinn. and then he's got a suit on, and he's got two children,
kids,
and they're like kissing
and it's
each
like
other.
the perfect normal life. That's what Harley wants.
Oh, yes, Harley, yes. She doesn't want a giant mallet and killing Batman.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, that's the movie.
Then we've got the end credits scene.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, shit.
Where Bruce Wayne is talking to Amanda Waller, and she knows he's Batman, so she could have just got Batman.
Yeah.
Instead,
just put Batman.
Yeah. She knew he existed from the start of the film. She could have just got him.
Or just got the Flash.
Yeah.
This movie's weird.
It's a stupid movie, and we haven't even skinned the top.
Man, fuck
of how
this
we
film,
feel.
man.
Yeah, how we feel.
That's the film.
Because there's a lot of things I want to explain.
Yeah,
I know you do as well.
So much wrong.
So much. The first thing I want to talk about, and the thing that's the most interesting, is the Joker.
Okay, go on.
First of all, the Joker.
Yeah.
I do think Jared Leto did play that well. He had a lot. He had a
With
very
the shitty dialogue he had.
He had a big presence. Whenever he came on screen, you thought, "Oh, okay."
I mean, you know what?
But it was really cheesy. Like,
you know what bit I did like, and it was probably the only Joker bit I really enjoyed. Yeah. When he's interrogating that guy, and he's got the ring, and the guy kissed the ring.
Yeah.
And then he like sits on the guy's lap super quickly. He's like, "I knew you meant that." And it was like, all right, that was fine.
Yeah, that was But with the Joker, he's like, they cut him so much. It's really, really bad way to make so.
He's barely in the film.
But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the cuts. They show his face first of all.
Oh yeah.
Then they show back and they warp it. They warp his face. They just forward.
Oh yeah.
They put this giant like eyefish lens.
Yeah.
With a purple hint on it.
Tint. Yeah.
Purple tint. And they keep flashing back.
Like it's some really generic, like 16-year-old emo editing skills. Like, oh, this is cool.
And I think that's the main problem with the Joker.
Yeah.
They mess up his performance by cutting every single beat of dialogue.
They don't let him perform. Is essentially what you're getting at.
And Jared Leto can perform well.
He can.
Even like the amount of bullshit I heard behind the screens is like, no, stop doing that. Don't care.
I mean, I cringed whenever he talked.
Yeah.
And whenever he acted, because it was like,
but
it was just the way they edited it.
The editing was the worst part.
That comes down to a lot of the production issues that this film had, and I mean, I'm gonna be fair. I don't like Jared Leto.
Yeah.
I don't like the band he's in. I think it's complete shit. I think he is complete shit. Yeah. So obviously this was going to be the one thing, if anything, that I would have come out going, "Wow, this was just terrible." Mm-hmm. And just looking at the scenes, it's like, that seems like shit. But I do honestly feel sorry for the guy. If this guy has tried to put a performance in and he's basically been rewarded with nothing, I'm not surprised that the guy's like, hey, I felt like I got tricked into playing in this film, because he basically did.
And did you hear about how much of the scenes were cut, like removed from the movie?
Oh, I can imagine.
He said there was enough footage to create his own movie about Joker. They cut, and it's only, I mean...
and he's probably in the film for like 9 minutes, maybe 10.
I think it's enough screen time, but... I'm just trying to show you they really did mess him over a lot, especially with the editing. Looks so bad whenever he's seen.
It's because think back to when they showed off what the Joker was going to look like, and then look at his design. Look how focus grouped his look is. You think they were going to let him perform and just get away with that? Hell no.
In context of the like real universe it's going for, it makes sense as a modern update, and when it's on screen it's less distracting as it was when we just had the single image of him. It's a lot less distracting, and I think that's one of the things, like when you look at comic books, everything's very simple design, and that's because you got the single image there permanently. So in motion it doesn't look nearly as bad as it does, but it's still not that great.
But the main thing I don't like about this Joker is that he's a lover boy. In the comic books and in the every other adaptation of Joker,
he just does not care
involves
about
Harley Quinn. He doesn't care about her.
She's like another tool, like his gun or something.
She is. She's basically his main tool.
But in this, he loves her so much.
He's like, "Will you live for me?"
Like, why would he?
Exactly.
I mean,
apparently that's due to the editing. Originally, he was supposed to push her out, he wanted her to die.
Was he supposed to smack a bitch up as well?
Yeah. There was actually behind the scenes photo of him slapping her.
Oh yeah, I remember that shot.
Exactly.
Oh, but that could be linked to domestic abuse.
Exactly.
And, women hatred. Feminism, all of that crappy.
So
the cancerous stuff. Topics about this millennium.
I mean, they tried to make all the bad guys less bad.
They
were worried that they would look too evil.
Despite
the fact they are evil.
Exactly.
I mean, this is the straight. Even then, it's like, what does Harley Quinn do in this? She does nothing.
She isn't. She basically serves as the
eye candy.
It's because she's the recognisable female character of DC besides Wonder Woman. That's literally it.
Yeah, literally. But what they do with her is so disgusting. They don't just keep her shut up, right, and just showing off that fine body. It's just very, very misogynistic of me, but I don't care, right? And they give her the worst dialogue ever.
Her dialogue is horrible.
They give her jokes like it's the worst jokes. I make bad jokes, but their jokes are just...
You're making them because you know they're bad. That's why. The DC is going, people will love that shit.
They're actually...
That's DC in the writing board going, get rid of that intelligent one. We need the dumb ones.
And the humour in the movie is so unrealistic. She was changing her clothes, right? In the middle of in the middle of the garrison.
On top, and then it's like everything stops and they're all standing there still watching her. She's like, what are you guys doing? And they would just start walking away.
Nobody would give a crap. Really?
They're just soldiers. They're going to be like, I don't
So Harley browses Facebook, then, does she?
Probably.
And what I hated as well is just also... There's a minor little detail, right, that I hated. Is that whenever the Joker texted her on the phone, it had an image of him on the phone.
It had like a profile picture of the Joker.
on this little Android phone.
So it's like he must have a social media account with a Joker phone.
That's rubbish.
I don't understand, and it hurts me.
It's so bizarre.
I don't think anyone understands this film.
I still don't understand. I've seen it twice because I had to with my friends.
Why? No, you didn't.
With my friends.
Stop it.
Okay, basic.
They're not your real friends. You need to see this movie twice.
Okay, basic. I wanted milkshakes. I love the milkshakes.
I can, ladies and gentlemen, people listening, I can testify to that.
I like the milkshakes at the Odeon. They said, let's go to this certain cinema. And I was like, they know I like the ice creams. They know they got that good Ben and Jerry's chocolate fudge, don't they? So I had to go because of that. And I thought,
are you really that strapped for cash that you can't afford ice cream? I'll buy you ice cream.
Yes, please.
I'm just like,
Oh.
no, it's just I love them. It's not even just that. It's because I love them. I love them beyond belief. The milkshakes, I'm mad.
He loves them like Joker loves Harley in this film.
It's true. I do.
He'll go out of his way to get a helicopter and a phone to her just to break into a destroyed city to get her. That's what you do for ice cream. And that's what like seeing the Suicide Squad film was like.
Yeah, it's the most bizarre film I've ever seen. It's just so bad. Everything is just
Yeah. And apparently it's had like 5 editors and they were all competing different edits of the film.
I'm not surprised.
And they were happy that people liked Trailer Park's edit for the trailer, where it all looked fun and, silly. So they wanted the edit of the film to resemble that, even though the film wasn't filmed like that.
Yeah.
So essentially, what we've got is a situation where this film has come out, and it is literally a trailer for the next film.
Almost. I mean,
I wouldn't call it a trailer.
The only setup for another film was Batman at the end in the credits, and that was
no
it.
one gives a shit about Batman anymore. But that's you got people whose jobs is only to make things. Basically, this is an advertisement for the rest of the DC universe, which, as of right now, isn't looking pretty damn good.
Yeah, this is just establishing.
But you've literally taken your film, which cost you $175 million, and gone, right, we need to make sure that this sells big. Send it over the people who do the marketing for us to make sure that our debut picture is good enough for the fans.
Yeah.
How do you mess up that bad?
I just want to add, if
you're watching
this for the Joker, don't.
This is strike 3 right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, if you are a hardcore DC fan, as of this point, anyone who wants to oppose you has so much to throw your way. Oh, Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad, DC as a fucking whole, their upcoming films. Does anyone honestly want to see Wonder Woman or Justice League now?
I wouldn't mind.
Just going around.
Wonder
anyone
Woman.
Wants to see the anyone?
Did you hear about
these films?
the whole Wonder Woman thing?
Oh no, what have they done now?
Apparently an inside leak has said that the film's a mess and they're trying to cover it up with a good trailer. Like with Suicide Squad.
No.
Yeah.
I heard that as well.
Really?
Yeah.
It looks so good.
Exactly.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm actually avoiding Wonder Woman shit because I know I'm gonna get dragged to see it because my girlfriend fucking loves Wonder Woman.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So she hasn't seen the trailers either. We're just gonna go in fucking blind.
Sure. I'll probably end up seeing it with someone.
Yeah.
But it's only because that person loves Wonder Woman. But I mean, any other questions we want to get about this film? Because I have a question to actually end this review and discussion. So let's wrap up the questions real quick if anyone has them.
So
go ahead.
You said Amanda Wallace.
Waller.
He's Shaun the Sheep in it too.
Shaun the Sheep?
Yeah.
I'm
Shaun the Sheep from Wallace and Gromit.
I didn't know. I know who Shaun the Sheep is, but I was confused why you're asking. Never mind, I'm being lost here. This film's confused me.
This is what this film does to me.
Yeah.
Because now I'm pretty sure it's claymation.
Of course. Yeah.
Aardman, yeah.
Because her nickname in the comics is The Wall, because she's like, no one can get past her when she plans on something. So her name, Amanda Waller, it's The Wall.
But didn't Joker get past her because...
Yeah,
he just flew.
Oh, yeah, but then his helicopter got blown up.
He just flew.
And then Enchantress did as well.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, that's another good... Thank you, Raccoon.
And then, and I guess the people who knew too much, they maybe got pretty close to getting past her as well, right? She wouldn't have needed to... She wouldn't have felt threatened.
They were her team. She just killed them because...
She didn't seem like
I think someone's job needs to be revoked.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about Amanda. I'm talking about everyone who fucking worked on this fucking film. But yeah, I mean, And I hate to sound like I'm rushing people, but any other questions? Because I know this can go on forever, and I just want to make sure the core of the core is definitely questioned and expressed and asked, if anything.
I don't know what else to ask, dude. I'm sorry.
I do have something that I remember. In one of the trailers, it showed Joker, like, walking into a room with a half-burnt face. And apparently that was supposed to be after his helicopter crash. And he was coming back to claim Harley. And she...
Fine.
Huh?
It was fine.
Oh, yeah,
So that's what he's getting to.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's like, no, I don't need you anymore. That's what was supposed to happen. But that whole bit is completely cut out until Joker returns in the end and he just saves her. Yeah. So something different was supposed to happen, but they changed that.
Right.
Yeah.
This film just leaves people speechless, whether you've seen it or not. And that is not a good thing.
Yeah.
It is not a good thing. If DC is trying to promote this film as a success, it is far from it.
Basically, if you look at Rotten Tomatoes, you see the movie, you will understand why it's got that low percent.
I mean, I don't even use those rating thingies, but you can understand why it's got...
I think it's interesting when a mass collective are like, yeah that's shit. The only other film that I remember people collectively saying this film is terrible was Fantastic Four.
Yeah. And even then, I wouldn't say that was as bad as some of the people made it out to be. I mean, it was bad, but...
Motherfucker.
They were making it out like the devil of film.
But if you're deciding whether to watch this or not, you should just look at the fans who wanted to close down Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Because Suicide got a low rating. Basically, just look at the fan base of CD. You won't want to see any of them.
I mean, the fan base is a mess anyway, because you have to remember, like I already said, DC fans have no leg to stand on anymore.
They probably don't in real life as well.
What can you say? Oh, animations are good. Well, good for fucking you.
Yeah.
That's make another Batman movie. Jesus. All they do is Batman. And that's the only consistent thing they got.
That is the problem with DC. They want everything to be Batman.
Yeah. Oh, how are we going to get Batman?
You shoehorned in Batman because you're scared this film wouldn't be a success. Then you realised that Harley Quinn was such a success, so you gave her a massive push and then fucked her up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I will say, the director they chose, he, in comparison, is a very newcomer. Like, a big newcomer.
He went silent.
I hate him.
No, that's the thing.
I'm not joking.
He's never worked on a project this big. He was given 6 weeks alone to write the script.
And he never will.
6 weeks. You usually get at least half a year to 2 years.
I could write a better script in 6 weeks.
Do you know how long Disney works on a film? For 4 years, and 2 of those years is research.
Exactly. But they gave him 6 weeks to write a script, and he was under pressure by DC to make sure Warner Brothers.
Didn't George Lucas write the prequels in like a week or something like that?
Yeah, and that was horrible too.
But I mean, it's better than that. So
I don't know.
Well, you'd rather watch the prequels than Suicide Squad.
Especially Revenge of the Sith.
Oh no,
that's
horrible.
How about this? Would you guys rather watch Attack of the Clones or Suicide Squad?
Suicide Squad.
Attack of the Clones.
I don't know.
At least I would see lightsabers.
At least I'd see
just
Margot
waved
Robbie.
in your face.
Fair enough, but you could just type that in Google.
You could type a lightsaber into Google.
Off.
Yeah, but that wouldn't... Unless it's a GIF, then I'm happy for life. It's just like that.
You could
waggling. That's really weird.
It sounds like you're talking about something else right now. Just a GIF of something waggling, you know?
Hey, put that away.
He got his lightsaber out, folks.
So final question as we're wrapping up this review and discussion, unless there's anyone else wants to slip something in real quick. So you know what the problem is? I've been listening to too much Black Flag because one of their EPs is called Slip It In. That's why. Well, I completely understand.
Oh, beautiful.
This is the maturity level, folks.
Oh.
Alright, so
I'm gonna be myself. Hold on.
Please say something different this time.
I am.
Now, this is how we're going to put it in deeper.
Yeah.
So, final question. So, this film is eventually going to come out on DVD. Yeah. Let's say DC acknowledges all the hate that this film has gotten, and they release the special edition Blu-ray, and they release every single deleted scene and a director's cut of Suicide Squad.
They did say they won't be doing a director's cut.
But hypothetically, if they did, which they're not, because DC, I already know DC's too proud. They're not going to admit they're wrong. In their eyes, they made Citizen Kane. I understand that.
Even though they did do a director's cut for Batman v Superman.
Yeah. But
this is Warner Bros. DC has very little control, surprisingly, over these films.
Yeah, obviously. So, they release this film, all the deleted scenes, and they do a director's cut. Someone goes in, or David Ayer comes in and he goes, right, I'm gonna make my film. This is the film I originally imagined. Would you actually spend the money to go buy that Blu-ray in hopes that film is at least even decent?
If I
is it worth even bothering with Suicide Squad ever again? If there's a chance that there is more of if these deleted scenes or these cut scenes or this cut movie, because apparently there's 4 different films floating around if I'm correct.
If it's really cheap and it does have all the deleted scenes and bonus features,
but I mean, would you want to? Is it too late? Is it as of now? Is it like don't care about Suicide Squad?
I can still watch the awful Catwoman film just to see if there's any idea of something good in there. So I would be interested.
I would, for the sake of just so I can have a review on it and have a little mind. So I know the fate of DC.
Okay.
Because I know Justice League is gonna be well shit. Like, no joke.
Put that on the poster.
It's gonna be Batman, 50 minutes out of breath, walking around the world.
Don't forget they'll have like a bat animation coming out. You know.
Oh yeah, he does that shitty ghost on a zip line thing like that, where he's flying down. The Aquaman who's trying to be a fucking rock star instead of an Aquaman.
Khal Drogo better.
Of all the people, the girls go weak in the knees for him, and I'm like, really?
He looks like an idiot.
And it's because he's the Dothraki Lord. Everyone loves him.
I'm just looking at him like, mate, I prefer the other guy.
What other guy?
The Aquaman. You know, the real Aquaman.
What, the comic ones?
The comic ones.
Okay.
He's cheesy, but he's funny.
Yeah.
This one looks like a dickhead.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, as he was on the stage, I'm thinking, this guy is a douchebag.
You kind of want to pull his beard off.
I kind of just want to hit him in the nuts, because that's the only way to get a guy like that down.
Wouldn't you have like lots of caviar instead?
Yeah. Shave it off.
That's disgusting, man.
You said caviar.
I said in place of the balls, not on the balls.
Get oysters as well.
Oh, that would be a goal. That'd be aqua goal.
Oh yeah, sure. Punch in the... I think I'm going too far.
Tourette's, what were you going to say?
You motherfuckers is first what I was going to say. Why the fuck are we letting movies now have DLC?
DLC.
It's you spend $10 here
to
watch this movie and absorb it. Fine, good. That's awesome.
True.
You want to buy it later on? Great. But if you go for fucking 1.1 to 1.3 fucking patch thing that they're doing with the director's cut, why the fuck are we letting Warner Brothers get away with that?
That's why
this is what we should see. I fucking saw whatever. I didn't want to. It was terrible. Why the fuck am I letting them get away with that?
That's why I said I get it if it's super cheap.
You're still buying into it in that sense.
If I get it from somewhere that isn't their exclusive store, get it second hand, I am not paying them money.
And then I'd watch out.
I mean, for my question, I'm gonna put it this way: the film looks shit, therefore I'm not gonna watch it.
Understandable, completely.
And I'm not going to. I mean, DC. I mean, they're done.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, sure, you can come back from this, you can make money, but I don't care. Not until I see a film that looks as colourful as a Suicide Squad poster, I don't care.
Yeah,
Wonder Woman
poster.
Yeah, they made nice did you see
colourful and bright advertisements to appeal to the goth kids. Yes, I saw them.
And then the movie is like
And then, because DC going about things essentially the wrong way, they're only just starting to copy Marvel, and in doing so, they've realized, oh shit, we're about 20 years behind. Because they've literally gone, well, Marvel makes their films colourful, let's make our films black.
Yeah.
That's a color.
It is a colour, but it's one colour.
No, it's just because of the success of The Dark Knight.
That film had colour.
No, I mean, like, it's still quite...
Aesthetically, it's grim.
Aesthetically, like, and it's got dark theme to it. But that's what I mean. They're trying to, like, buy into that.
That's the thing. Winter Soldier, best superhero film, bar none. That film is grey as hell.
Yeah, that is dark.
But it makes sense in context of the film.
Yeah.
Because winter's in the name.
And it actually works.
It's about the division between Captain America and the now future. However, it's not as colourful and light as it was. It's completely grey. You never know who's on what side. That's why the environment is so grey.
So...
I've essayed this film because I love it.
I know exactly what DC can do to win me back.
Let's hear it.
Booster Gold, Blue Beetle.
Hell yes.
Buddy cop movie. Let's fucking do it.
I've been saying this to Raccoon for the last months. I want this film. I want Booster Gold, Blue Beetle.
And you know what I've been saying? I've been saying DC.
Yeah. Well, Warner Brothers, they don't think it'll make money.
No, of course not. You have to remember, once Wonder Woman fails, that's it.
Yeah.
They are never going to make a superhero female film, and they are never going to try ever again.
No.
Because Suicide Squad has failed, and Wonder Woman is going to fail. And I already know what's going to happen next year. There's going to be this massive bullshit push from feminists saying, you have to see this film. You have to support the film. I'm not going to support shit if it's shit.
Yeah.
Whether it's a woman or not, I don't care.
If it's good, then yeah, I'll support it. If it's not, then boo.
I don't know why feminists think men actually care that much. That's the funny thing. Like, I really couldn't give a crap.
Yeah.
I really couldn't.
It ends up just boring you.
Yeah. It's stupid.
The situation where these social ideas is just rubbish anyway. No one knows what the hell they're talking about, and everyone's just screaming at everyone because no one can take an opinion.
I'm surprised
and if you are in the comments screaming, then, guess what? I just fucking... Are your ears burning?
I can't wait for them to like form their own nationalist social party. And by the way, if you get that historical reference, good on you.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, you already know I don't care about superhero films and that. So, obviously that's less money I need to spend. Obviously, I've been saying, I'll say this now, and I say this towards the end of the year and throughout 2017, I'm going to be a rich man come 2017 because there are no films to see, nothing from DC and nothing from Marvel as far as I'm concerned. And yes, no, I will not be seeing Guardians of the Galaxy 2 because I still do not like it.
Will you be seeing Lego Batman though?
No.
Yeah, no.
Come on, that looks fucking stupid, and it's great.
It looks like retarded.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't care about it.
I don't want to see that. It's got Robin dancing naked. No, thank you. I'm looking at this thinking, what is going on?
He's looking at this. He's looking at Robin naked.
And I'm thinking, what is going on?
Yeah, Batman's one of my favourite characters, and I just don't care about Lego Batman.
I'm sick of Batman now. I would kill that guy if I saw him. If Batman was real.
It's not hard.
Next February, I'm going to be back on the podcast, and I'm going to be fucking telling you guys how great it was.
I would
we look forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking love it. It'll be great.
More power to you, man. I mean, geez, this film is like what... Yeah, like I said, the third strike in... so many. I don't think DC can redeem themselves.
No,
I mean, what you have that one director who did the Fast and the Furious films, who's doing like Aquaman, Justin Lin or something like
Justin
that.
Lin, yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay, he usually makes things fun and doesn't take them seriously, but at the same time, it's like, well, you've got a good director, but how soon is it going to be until DC goes, actually, no. We don't like that because we know what's best, being Batman v Superman. Yeah, I know, yeah. But it's basically the same thing. They're both as evil as each other.
It's just
trust me, these films are going to be called WWB superhero films.
I just don't want.
Trust me, Warner Brothers is going to take them.
Yeah,
trust me.
Another thing, I'm excited about the Batman movie with Ben Affleck. I'm fucking ready. already.
Yeah,
Oh.
I still want that. Ben Affleck's been the best thing of this whole thing so far.
The thing is,
It's going to be too late.
though.
It's going to be too late.
Right.
Well, Ben Affleck is writing it himself and
yeah,
directing it.
And I mean, I like how people keep saying that, and it's like, oh yeah, Ben Affleck. What has he done?
Argo, considered one of the best films of 2015 or 14, and he's done tons of films before then.
And that's not enough for me.
He
Personally.
did Good Will Hunting though.
Oh shit, yeah, that film was great.
That movie is very
not enough for
well
me.
written.
No,
honestly.
there are a ton.
I'm thinking Matt Damon did most of it.
Yeah. No, there are a bunch.
I've been saying since people have been talking about it. Hush Story with Matt Damon as Hush. Let's
Okay.
fucking do it.
I can see. Why not? Why not Robin though? Matt
I'm
Damon's
grabbing my
Robin.
phone. I got DC on speed though.
You know, no one wants Hush though, because Warner Brothers don't know who Hush is, and they don't think the fans will.
No.
So they're not going to do it.
Make Harley Quinn
And they
Hush.
think they think we knew who the fucking Diablo is.
Slipknot, you mean?
Yeah, Diablo's been in the recent Suicide
I've
Squad
seen him
comics.
a few times.
Yeah.
Slipknot.
I didn't know
Slipknot.
who the hell it was.
I didn't know who this was. Yeah,
He looked cool though when he first came in. I thought he was
Yeah.
funny, like he's gonna be good.
and he punches a woman, then he just goes down
That was
after
funny.
that. Yeah, that was the way he said it was funny. It's
It's
like,
talk too much.
yeah,
Like that. It was funny. I was like, okay, I like this guy.
and then it's like
It's
nothing,
like-
and he dies.
His head
Yeah.
blows off. It's funny how his head blows off too.
And he just dangles from his legs.
Yeah, it was like, wow, calm down. What's wrong with you, mate? You're sleeping with
Someone
an
wants that
Enchantress.
15 rating a bit too hard.
Yeah. I'm like, Jesus.
Oh dear, but I mean, it's a real shame, and I think talking about DC at its current state and possibly in its future. I mean, the more films they release, the bigger and bigger this video essay is going to be, and I mean, the more and more people are going to leave DC, and the more and more people who are going to defend DC. Well, I don't know about more, but I'd say that group is going to get smaller, but they're going to scream louder.
Yeah.
In a sense, because they can't see any sense. And the same can be said for the Marvel fans. I mean, Marvel is very overrated. I mean, it's not as if everything
Yeah.
they've made is perfect. It's not.
No.
But
It's not.
visually and like,
Yeah.
In
and
terms,
they get characters.
in terms
right.
of what people want and in terms of filmmaking,
They know how
I
to
think
do it.
they do
I mean, they have gradually improved. I mean, the first phase only had like 2 good films.
the Hulk.
Yeah, Hulk,
Oh,
Iron Man
my
2,
God.
4, Captain
Oh,
America.
boy.
They only
one,
got it right with
Iron Man and
Iron Man
Avengers.
first, yeah.
And then the second one only had 2 bad films, really.
Yeah.
Being Avengers 2 and Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Oh no, not Thor Ragnarok, Dark World.
Dark
That was
World,
one.
yeah.
So they
They have improved.
Has
That's
Phase
the
3
thing.
even started?
Phase 3 will start with Doctor Strange. Oh no, Civil War was the first.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Civil War was the first.
Oh, okay.
And then
Yeah.
Doctor Strange, which Doctor Strange looks visually
Yeah.
amazing.
Bad man.
I was in a comment section about Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm worried this movie's gonna look fake as shit. And somebody responded to me. Hold on. And somebody responded to me. It's like, yeah, because this is how magic is supposed to be, and it's like a top hat and the little cane and has like a little sparkle. And I'm like, no, I just mean I don't think it's gonna look like I can fucking believe it. And I got downvoted to shit because of that. I was like,
Oh, God.
whatever.
People can't take opinions.
The thing is, I think the only way to save DC, just piss off Zack Snyder, please. I don't like him.
Apparently he's still
Hate him.
ghost directing behind
Yeah.
the scenes.
He is. No,
Yeah.
you could tell that guy's the puppet master. He's like doing everything. Yeah, let's make this shit. Yeah, let's make Batman like the devil and like. I hate the way he uses.
And I really don't understand the appeal of him.
No, he's crap. He is shit.
In terms of a few really nice shots, he hasn't done anything.
Well,
I
no.
don't understand.
He's done Her, that movie, and he's done a few other stuffs.
He's
Was
like
that Zack Snyder?
No, that was Spike Jonze.
No, that's
Yeah.
a good film.
So,
no,
yeah.
Her is a good film.
Yeah,
No,
that's
yeah.
a good.
He did Sucker Punch.
Yeah, he did Sucker Punch.
Which is
He
not a
did
good film,
Watchmen, which
Watchmen, which
is
I
debatable.
hated.
Yeah.
I hated.
Debatable.
It's boring as
it has
fuck.
one thing that makes sense for a film, and that's about it. Yeah, but no, he's like the McDonald's of film. Okay, it looks like a film. You might think it's film. It's got everything there, but it's not a film.
No.
You
So
know?
wait, what in this analogy? What are we comparing McDonald's to?
Shit.
Yeah, just like it looks like
You mean that
McDonald's
it
food
is-
looks like food, but it's not really proper food.
No, it's
No,
just
I've eaten
shit.
it. It is food.
No, but it's not proper good food.
I think you might be using a tricky analogy there then.
Is that
Basically,
really that bad of an
McDonald's tastes like petrol.
Yeah.
I've drank bleach. I know what bleach tastes like. Don't fucking tell me that fucking McDonald's tastes like bleach.
It tastes like bleach plus petrol.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Isn't petrol bleach? I don't know what the fuck you guys
No,
speak.
petrol's like oil.
Yeah.
Like,
Petrol's the English term for oil.
Basically,
yeah,
you wouldn't
there's a
petrol
lot
your
of
hair,
oil
would you?
with that food.
You would
It's
set
grease,
yourself
dude.
on fire.
Yeah. Yeah,
Grease.
it just tastes like grease, and that's what this film is, like visual grease.
Yeah. It's like someone. Do you know that one of those really fat guys scratched their ass and smeared it over the camera? That's basically.
Yeah.
That's
That's
what this movie looks like.
I mean, it might
Everything
look,
Zack
some
Snyder
bits
does,
might look
actually.
fine, but it's not a good film.
And I hate what he does. He doesn't make scenes.
No, he does make
He
scenes.
does make scenes,
He doesn't
but
make
he
films.
doesn't put
No.
those scenes in any kind of narrative that would be a film.
No, but they don't play like scenes. They're like.
He's a madman.
He's a music video director.
It's just little moments that
But
flow
this
into
is
something
literally
else.
what he
It's
does
so
when he got
terrible.
Batman and Superman. He basically went, right, so I want a scene where Batman fights Superman. He does this, and then I want a scene where Lois Lane does this, and then he just throws them on the table and then goes, right, let's film this.
No, do you know what he
and then
does?
when the director and when people go, hey, people didn't like your film, he goes, obviously, well, the problem is people just don't like get my.
They're not
don't,
the fans.
They don't get the deeper meaning of it, and he's defending Aquaman. Going, well, the thing is, I only just was told by someone who actually knows DC. Aquaman is he's really strong, so you really shouldn't like say bad things about him because that film's going to be good because I'm in charge of it and I make everything good with DC. You just don't get it.
He's probably so dumb he thinks they're real. I wouldn't be surprised.
He's probably so dumb he actually thinks he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, clearly he does.
He's got a massive ego.
He's such
And
an
obviously
idiot.
it's being inflated by Warner Brothers going, you did a fucking good job.
Oh,
Zack."
mate. Brilliant job. Brilliant job, mate. Good job, Zack Snyder.
You really understand Batman, which is not understanding Batman, so therefore we're going to let you have Batman again.
You know what? Wipe Christopher Nolan.
I've never
Shit.
read a DC comic. I've just been told about them.
Yeah, these are terrible. Oh, it's so bad. That's what makes the whole thing crap.
Mm.
I like how we've gotten away from Suicide Squad to just shit on Zack Snyder.
hate that
I think
guy.
he's part of the problem, honestly.
He
is
is
a
the
big-
biggest.
He's
problem.
the root of it. One of the roots, if anything. I mean, at least he has a face.
Yeah.
These other faceless fuckers who ruined the other three films, we can't ridicule them as much. I mean,
Yeah.
they're almost as bad as Konami or Tom Hewlett, for that matter. It's absolutely terrible. But I mean, yeah, Zach, you ain't welcome on this
No.
review/discussion nor podcast.
I'll tell you what, Zach, if you want to come on my podcast, we can make a podcast aside from this, and we can hang out. It'll be great. We'll
I'll
play
join
some
that
fucking
one.
Call of Duty or something.
You know what? I would bring him on a podcast, but then have everyone beat him up in the corner. We'll sit chains as well and shit.
If that happens in the future, they now have evidence of you saying this.
I don't care. You can throw me away as long as I get that guy beaten up.
As long as people think you did it.
I want to see that guy with a black eye and his head swollen 2 times bigger than it is.
Oh god.
He's such an annoying face as well.
And on that note, I think we should. I think we're going to end the review and discussion. For the most part, I would just like to thank Ace and Ferret for doing a fantastic job trying to explain Suicide Squad for the most part.
It was
hard.
tough, yeah.
Very hard.
And I would also like to thank Tourette's for actually coming on board and providing another, word of reason, if anything, for the most
No
part.
problem, man.
No worries, but
Happy to be here.
it's been a long one, but I really, really hope that it was entertaining for the most part, whether you've seen the film or not. You probably should have said spoilers, but at this point, I don't think anyone cares.
Yeah.
I think we saved them about £12.
£12 if you live in this country.
Yeah.
15 euros.
I got to see it for free because of my friend, so...
Good, the only way it should be seen.
You said you've seen movies for free, for a long time there. I think.
I have a good friend.
There's connections.
Wow. Some connections. Some mafia boss or something.
What you trying to say?
What are you trying to say?
Wise guy.
Wise guy.
But yeah, so
You've acted better than Jared Leto right then.
we don't know what the next review and discussion is going to be. There's only few films left to see. I only have 3 to No, I only have 2 to see left.
Let's do Sausage Party.
Yeah, we can do Sausage Party.
Sure.
Down for that.
Or how about Sinister Squad?
Sinister Squad.
Yeah, the Asylum version of Suicide Squad.
That sounds dope. I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
about like Alice from Wonderland getting all these fairy tale villains to tackle a bad guy.
You're fucking with me.
No,
That's cool.
Asylum actually did that. I was gonna watch it
Holy
before
shit.
this.
That
Where
is
can
cool.
we find this movie?
I'll send you some links.
Alright, cheers.
That is cool as fuck.
We'll put it in the description as well. Anyway, I think that's going to wrap up this review and discussion. Who knows what the next one's going to be? Maybe a Sausage Party, maybe be something else. Who knows? But I guess I will wrap it up this time by saying I am the Angry Raccoon.
I am Ferret.
I am Ace.
And I'm Tourette's Forever.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Of Dewey-san.
What?
We put Off Weedersen and Dewey together to create Off Dewey-san.
And I put wa and t together.
What? That should just end just then.
Yeah.
Alright, laters guys.